Hello everyone, this is Chand Kaur, an assistant professor of pharmacology working with RPIT campus Karnal. Today I'm here again with a new video on chloramphenicol and gray baby syndrome. You may not be familiar with this illness, but it can be extremely dangerous for premature babies and infants. It is important to understand the causes of gray baby syndrome as well as ways to protect the babies. Many prescription and over the counter medications are safe to take while being pregnant, whereas other medications may cause serious birth defects or health problems in babies, and they include gray baby syndrome. So the contents of this video are an overview on chloramphenicol and gray baby syndrome, diagnosis, treatment and prevention of gray baby syndrome. So what is chloramphenicol? Chloramphenicol is an antibiotic. It was isolated from bacterium Streptomyces venezuelae. First discovered in 1947, it was the first antibiotic used in large scale production. However, within a few years, doctors and scientists realized that chloramphenicol had some very serious side effects and discontinued its use for many illnesses. Chloramphenicol is still used for many treatments, including for meningitis in people who are allergic to penicillin and eye infections. So, what is gray baby syndrome? Gray baby syndrome is a condition in which an infant experiences a life threatening reaction to the antibiotic, that is chloramphenicol. It is more prevalent in premature infants since an adverse reaction is directly related to the liver's inability to break down and process the medication. However, it can affect children up to the age of 2 years. The condition is a potential side effect of this antibiotic. The medication is used to treat a variety of infections such as bacterial meningitis and eye infections, as I told before. This antibiotic is dangerous for babies because of its high toxicity level. Unfortunately, infants and babies don't have the liver enzymes needed to metabolize large doses of this medication, since their little bodies can't break down the drug, which leads to the toxic level of the antibiotic can build up in the bloodstreams. Gray baby syndrome can develop if the antibiotic is given directly to the babies. They may also be at risk of this condition if the antibiotic is given to the mother during labor or at some point of their pregnancy. So here in this picture we can see a baby suffering from gray baby syndrome due to toxicity of chloramphenicol. So let's talk about the symptoms. If the toxic level of chloramphenicol accumulates in your baby's bloodstream and baby develops gray baby syndrome, symptoms typically show within 2 to 9 days of beginning treatment. Symptoms can vary, but you may notice sudden drop in blood pressure and a baby's skin and nails will often turn a gray color from lack of oxygen while the lips turn blue. There may be vomiting, limp body, hypothermia, abdominal swelling, green stools, irregular heartbeat, and difficulty in breathing. The baby may also suffer loss of appetite and distension in the abdomen. If your baby has any symptoms of gray baby syndrome, after exposure to chloramphenicol, seek immediate medication attention. If left untreated, gray baby syndrome can cause death within hours. So let's talk about diagnosis. Usually parents can tell the attending physician about the use of chloramphenicol when reviewing medical history and recent medications. However, if the cause of your baby's symptom is not easily identified, additional tests are needed to rule out the other serious conditions such as neonatal sepsis, non-accidental trauma, midgut, volvulus, congenital heart diseases, issues with metabolism. Whereas your doctor can recommend some blood tests, including tests for glucose, complete blood count, complete metabolic panel, blood gas analysis, serum ammonia level, and to check the level of serum lactic acid. Doctor may also request a chest and abdominal x-ray as well as a CT scan. Doctor may also advise parents to go for ultrasounds of the baby and an electrocardiogram. So, what are the treatment options for the babies suffering from gray baby syndrome? When symptoms are identified early, the doctor can get your baby on the road to recovery. Charcoal hemoperfusion and exchange transfusion are traditionally used to absorb and remove the chloramphenicol from your infant's system. Additionally, other antibiotics are needed to help your baby's body fight off infection, whereas doctor can recommend exchange transfusion. This life-saving procedure involves removing some of your baby's blood and replacing the blood with freshly donated blood or plasma. This procedure is completed using a catheter, whereas hemodialysis can also be done. This procedure uses a dialysis machine to cleanse toxins from baby's bloodstream. It also balances potassium and sodium levels and helps to control your baby's blood pressure. In addition to the above treatments, your baby may be given oxygen therapy to improve breathing and oxygen delivery to the body. Your baby's doctor may also recommend hemoperfusion. This treatment is similar to dialysis and helps to remove toxins from the blood. Your baby's blood will be monitored during treatment. Additionally, antibiotics are needed to help your baby's body to fight with the infections. Since decrease in blood flow may lower your baby's temperature, this may need warming blankets or heat lamp. Oxygen is administered to your baby, doesn't have to work on as hard to oxygenate their blood through breathing. If needed, they will also be intubated. By stabilizing baby's system as quickly as possible using these techniques, additional damage to their body may be prevented. So let's talk about the preventive measures. Chloramphenicol is not an over-the-counter medication, so it must be prescribed. Always read warning labels completely before giving any medication to the infant or child, whether you are having a prescription or not. Talk to your child's pediatrician or local pharmacist about any concern you have about the medications you are prescribed. Anytime you give your infant or child a new medication that has not been used before, watch for signs of an adverse reaction. Call your pediatrician's office or take your baby to the emergency room at the first sign of any gray baby syndrome symptoms, while they may appear to be the same symptoms as milder illness. They could be much worse. It's always better to be safe. Kindly prescribe the IRPIT YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.